3, 2, 1.
Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of Man United fans and a lot of football fans are like, they don't know football, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Man United are not a good attacking unit. At the start of the season, I said my biggest worry for Man United was the attack. That's it, bro. Do you know? And plus 7 goal difference. Our attack is shit, bro. So as much as we want to blame Anthony, yeah, attacking starts from the back.
What's that down to, though? Is that down to playing it out from the back's not quick enough? Is that down?
It's down to loads of things, bro. It's down to loads of things.
Because when you look,
it's down to loads of things. Sancho's struggling, Martial was struggling, Anthony was struggling, but everyone's blaming individuals. The attack as a whole is not good, bro. Why is it that the majority of our attackers are struggling? Even Weghorst linked the ball very well against Arsenal.
Yeah.
He's never got a single fucking chance created for him in the whole game because our attack is not good. Do you know what I mean? But people want to blame players, bro. It's not the players. It's the whole fucking team that's not creating enough. Bruno Fernandes as an attacking 10, when you look at what he gives us compared to what Odegaard's giving Arsenal, he's not giving us anywhere near enough in terms of creativity. He doesn't join up with the wide players and pick up the ball in the pockets like he's supposed to. He doesn't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he runs away from them and tries to get into the box to score goals. He's not a creator. We've got no real creators in midfield. The only real creator in the midfield is meant to be Eriksen, and he's too deep. Eriksen should really be in the 10 if we're going to get some sort of creativity, because Eriksen played like Spurs and drifted out to the wings. Sometimes he even played off the wing and he picks up the ball, bro. Like, there's not enough creativity in Man United's team and the attackers are suffering, bro. That's all it is. And then they're getting all the blame. Why is it that all our attackers, apart from Rashford, who can pick up the ball with his head down and run, yeah, and make things happen on his own, everyone else is struggling? But everyone's blaming individuals. If it's not Martial, if it's not Sancho, if it's not Anthony, if it's not Pogba, bruv, everyone, they're always blaming individuals, bro. The whole fucking attack is crap. Look at Rashford's goal against Arsenal. He picked up the ball, nutmegged my man, and then fucking shot by himself. Other than that, the whole game, he didn't do nothing. It's not his fault. He made
Partey look like Didier Sakura then.
Bruv,
like,
he did, bro. But he done one thing, yeah? He done one thing. And then other than that, he never had a chance for the rest of the game. And that chance was one he created on his own. Man United are not creating chances. So how can you blame one player?
What I don't get is the love from Man United fans about Bruno, because Bruno could stink the place out, score 1 goal in the 90th minute, and then I get masterclass from Bruno. He's on the score sheet again. Yeah. But what about the 89 other minutes you stunk it out, or you gave the ball away, or you've overhit a pass?
He's awful. Like, I'll be honest, he's improved, but he's still awful. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that I need from a creative number 10, he doesn't give me. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. And like Abdi said again with Chelsea as well, Chelsea don't have a creative midfielder. So you can buy all the wingers in the world, Chelsea, until you get someone that can give them the ball, they're going to starve, bro. Do you know what I mean? And this is just
what it's like at us. We ain't got no creativity throughout the entire team, bro.
As an attacker, you're only as good as your supply line. You're only as good as your supply line. When Anthony's picking up the ball, he's picking up the ball with 2 players on him, 3 players on him sometimes. There's a clip against Arsenal where he picked up the ball, he had 3 players on him and he done like a little 360 and span away from them and stuff. He shouldn't have to be doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? When you watch Arsenal play, when Saka picks up the ball in the right wing, he ain't got 3 players to beat. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't, because he can't beat 3 players. Not many players in world football can. So, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not fair, bro. You know what I mean? And this is it. And last season, Saka was getting the same criticism because he's not 1v1. He's not amazing. But, bro, when he was picking up the ball, he had 3 players around him. What could he do? Nothing, bro.
What you said there earlier about put Eriksen in the 10. I'd drop Bruno, because you play the 4-2-3-1 a lot, don't you? I'd drop Bruno, put Eriksen at the 10, and then just play the pivot of Casemiro and Fred.
Well, exactly. Or if the manager wants to play Bruno off the right, which I don't recommend, I recommend dropping him altogether. But he's the captain, so he can't really, innit? So it's difficult, innit? It's difficult. Bruno's in there.
I'll drop our captain. Our captain's Hugo Lloris, and like Troop said the other day, he can't catch COVID. He's that bad at the moment. He is disgracefully bad. Like, when we was playing, when we played Fulham, I was calling for Fraser Forster to start. I was perceived as negative. You're not a Tottenham fan. Look what Hugo's done for this club. I was like, well, he hasn't won anything. So them clean sheets are irrelevant. Like, no one, as Lee Gunner bangs at me all the time and tries to tear into me, but he's right. The game was about winning, and no one remembers clean sheets unless you win. Like, you can have, it's like Harry Kane. It pains me to say it, but I got called out yesterday, crucified by loads and loads of Tottenham fans on Twitter. I don't really care. They're all like 13 years old anyway. But they're coming at me saying, because I said, if Harry Kane signs a new deal at Tottenham, the guy's got no ambition whatsoever. Because under these owners, we are never going to achieve what the fans want. The fans' demand and the club's want for success are two different meters. We're looking at the club want to pull profit out of the club. The team want to win trophies. Unless you put money in, or you've got an academy that produces gems, which has been built for 20, 30 years, like Ajax or Barcelona or Benfica or Sporting Lisbon, or, you know, the likes of even some teams in the Premier League, like Southampton, always producing good players. We're not going to do it. So we tried to bring in a higher profile manager, styling and profiling like Ric Flair, like Jose Mourinho or Conte. And then 6 months down the line, they look at the team and think, what on earth have I done? So Harry Kane, listen, I said 3 or 4 months ago, the Harry Kane situation is very similar to Robin van Persie when he went to Man United. He was goal scoring, a lot of goals at Arsenal, back-to-back golden boots, but they couldn't give him what he wanted, and that was to win the league. And I think there's teams.
Yeah, but you know what?
I know
The Van Persie thing is similar. The Van Persie thing was similar. The one thing I would say, yeah, Robin van Persie didn't necessarily want to leave Arsenal. Arsenal didn't offer him the deal that he wanted, innit? Because obviously Arsenal had this thing where over the age of 30, I believe, they don't hand out
big contracts.
Big contracts, innit? So they basically said to him, we're not going to give you what you want, innit? And RVP chose Man United because of that. I don't think RVP was pushing to leave Arsenal. Whereas if you're Kane, you have to push to leave Tottenham because at least RVP had won something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Kane has won nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's won nothing. You know, like that. So, like, the Kane thing is worse than the Van Persie thing. It's worse, bro.
How can you have a player like Tottenham have always been known for this club to have a good player but not a great team like Ginola, Gaza, Bale, Modric, Kane. But we have fouled this man. When he signed that 6-year contract, we had a team full of good players. Dembele, Vertonghen, all of our old Walker Rose, Dele Alli when he wasn't being, you know, a coat rack. He actually had some movement. Kane, Son, Eriksen. Now, Kane and Son are the only ones left. How? This is what I can't seem to understand, Rants. How are Man City replacing Kyle Walker before we do? How are they going and replacing Kyle Walker, right?
That kid Rico's a bad boy, isn't it?
This is what I'm saying. We haven't replaced him. We went from Trippier, who was still a good player.
You haven't replaced Moussa Dembele. You haven't replaced Kyle Walker. You haven't replaced Christian Eriksen.
All of our old.
You haven't replaced Toby or Jan, really. You know what I mean?
Even Dele Alli, when he was good, was still
especially
getting...
Especially Jan, because Jan's your left-footed centre-back. Is Romero's right-footed, right?
We brought in bloody Longley. And when
you haven't replaced Jan Vertonghen either. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. I wouldn't say Gareth Bale because you can't replace Gareth Bale. You also can't replace Luka Modric. Players like that, you can't replace, innit? You can bring in someone else, you can't replace them. You cannot replace them. But someone like Moussa Dembele, bro, fucking hell, bro.